SKN, we have spoken to 2 of the 15 winners of the National Essay Competition for the Dubai Expo 2020. Yesterday, we had the pleasure of speaking with Malachi Tucker Gums, the first place winner of the Goldwyn O'Kane's speech competition, who is also a Washi Wildcat. Today is no different in the trend because we are joined by Axyahn Smithen. Axyahn won the top prize for the U.S. Embassy's annual Black History Month secondary school speech competition. Join us as we welcome Axyahn and her teacher, Toshiorna Millington, to Good Morning SKN Youth Power. Good morning, ladies.
Hi, good morning.
And welcome to Good Morning SKN. So we'll dive right into it. Having to create a pre-recorded video for submission, what was the experience like? Did you expect to be so successful?
Well, it was a regional competition,
okay,
and it wasn't, in country or in federation, so it was very nerve-wracking because the stakes were much higher.
Okay.
So doing the pre-recording gave me a little bit of an ease, but it still made me nervous because I don't know what the end result would have been.
Okay, so you were waiting. While you were waiting?
Yes.
Okay.
You have such composure, though, Axyahn, and I want to know how much of that you think we could credit to your teacher beside you.
A lot.
How'd she help you out?
Well, during the practicing, I had to do a lot of practice with intonation, pace, and posture, as you said, standing straight and stuff like that. So she really did play a great impact on it. So.
Toshiorna, when you hear that, what goes through your mind?
What goes to my mind? Well, Axyahn, she already had the it factor. So we just had to hone her talents and nurture it. So it really wasn't that difficult because she gave us much to work with. Yes.
You've got it.
So we have a clip of your speech, Axyahn. Let's take a look.
According to Cesaire, negritude is the recognition and acceptance of one's blackness, history, culture, and destiny. We can use the musical art form to memorialize our past through genres such as calypso and reggae. We do not have to reinvent the wheel. Artists can mirror trailblazers such as Bob Marley and Peter Tosh to create music that celebrates our African identity. This music will not only explore themes associated with our African traditions, but will also highlight the cruelty of our colonial past, which include the horrors of the Middle Passage. But how can we achieve this goal? Will Eastern Caribbean artists be willing to incorporate Afrocentrism in their music? Well, our government can incentivize artists to make more pro-Black music as part of an African cultural renaissance. These incentives can be in the form of musical equipment, grants, or performance slots. Additionally, our governments can repurpose our colonial relics as cultural centers. Most of the architectural relics in the Caribbean were built using slave labor. However, as tumultuous as our colonial past was, it would be dishonorable to remove these time capsules simply because they remind us of slavery. Throughout the Caribbean, many historical sites, including the Brimstone Hill Fortress in St. Kitts, have been repurposed as tourist attractions.
Axyahn, I feel the passion. I'm getting the goosebumps. Is this the first time you're seeing yourself with the speech?
No.
No? Okay. Well, I can definitely see and feel why you won, because you're very passionate. And I also like the part that you mentioned, us removing the relics because of what it reminds us of. So those were the parts that stood out to me.
Thank you.
Yeah, you did a phenomenal job, I have to say. Very convincing and very persuasive. On a personal level, Axyahn, I want to know, in preparing for this competition, and even after delivering that speech, did you learn anything from your research that inspires you to put some of those suggestions to life?
Yes, actually, yes. The research proved very knowledgeable. I learned a lot. And some of the things that really stood out were sometimes we just hear about African slave labor and we just hear about where we came from, but actually doing the research, I actually feel the connection, I actually understand, and I'm so forever grateful for all that they did so that we can be where we are today.
I see the look on your face, Toshiorna. Come on, you have to give us something here. What again do you feel when you hear that?
Yes, it was a very Negritude nuanced project, and it allowed us to celebrate our Afro-Caribbean identity, and I feel like that's very important, especially for Axyahn. I'm young too, but it's important in that stage for her to feel a connection to her past, to her ancestors. Yes.
Negritude.
Yes.
What does that word mean to both of you, very quickly?
Negritude is simply the promotion of our blackness through the arts, whether it's calypso, reggae, drumming, dancing. It's just showing the world that you are proud to be black.
Look at you. The preparation for this competition, the writing process, the videography, what can you tell us about what went into it? Yes.
Okay. The practicing process, the whole process was time consuming actually, but I'm grateful because it was very rewarding because I love public speaking. So getting the opportunity to do that was great. So I appreciated that. And as I mentioned earlier, I think I got to practice my public speaking skills and I learned more about intonation and pace, and I'm sure those skills that I learned will help me further on, so I'm grateful for that.
So during the break, I asked you about the research process. How long did it take you to gather all the information that you required for your presentation?
Well, it didn't take too long because at the school we did have a great collaboration with the English department and the history department. So we had lots of teachers helping me and helping the whole process.
All right, you say history. I'm going to let you name them in a bit, but history, Miss Swanston?
Her department, yes, she's the HOD. Yes.
You inside knowledge here. You had help.
Yes.
So let's talk about who helped you out.
Yes. So failure was not an option.
Failure's not. Hey,
I realize it's not an option with the Wildcats.
Listen, you got to say what that theme is, because yesterday we had one of your colleagues here, and I was drilling about the theme. The theme: winning is not an
Option, it's a way of life.
There you go. You got it.
She got it. She got it. She got it.
You nailed it. So, Toshiorna, tell us about the team who helped secure the win.
Okay, as Axyahn said, it was via a collaborative effort, the history department and the English department. So we had teachers such as Miss Woods, we had Miss Richards, Miss Boynes, Mr. Williams, and Miss Bailey. And we all just banded together and we guided Axyahn, her projection, her tone, inflection, and everyone provided Axyahn with the feedback that was necessary to her, becoming successful.
You took that feedback and internalized it and ran with it, I bet, right?
I did. I did.
So any future thoughts of becoming a minister of anything?
No, thank you.
I am just trying to build a party here, folks, because as they come, I just see the potential. So I'm just, I'm just putting it out there.
She's putting it out there.
Yeah.
You're not a youth parliamentarian, by the way, are you?
Beg pardon?
Are you a youth parliamentarian?
No.
No, you're
Oh,
not.
I wanted to
It's
ask
interesting because you're into public speaking. That seems to be where a lot of the young people who express themselves very well, which you are doing, by the way, seem to get their exposure, at least the first bit of it. So you're not a youth parliamentarian, but you are interested in public speaking. How did you become exposed to it?
When I was much younger, I was given the opportunity to preach at my church.
Praise the Lord.
Yes. And there I got a knack for it. And at church we did also have an elocution contest, and I came first in my category. So just over the years, I just built that love for public speaking. So if anyone ever asks me to do some sort of public speaking, it's just a yes for me immediately.
I love it. And you say over the years, but you're still very young.
When I was younger. So what do I say?
How old were you at the time?
The first time I was in the 4th grade, so that's about 10, somewhere around there.
Okay, so you're a veteran. You've got 7 years here. Some of us, you last longer than some marriages, really. Trust me. Oh boy.
Oh my gosh.
Hortensia can't find the words
I know,
now.
I can't find the words.
I think you stumped her because you don't want to be a politician.
Find the words.
Let's continue the conversation now.
So yesterday we asked Malachi what prizes he got from his competition. So what prizes did you get, and which one are you most excited about?
Well, I am receiving a grant of 2,000 US in the form of a desktop for the school, a laptop for myself, a Bluetooth speaker, a trophy, some books, and a printer. And I think I'm most excited about the laptop because I do like technology as well, and it will really help me with the enhancing of my education. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I could see that that's why they chose those prizes, you know, to make sure that you continue along this path. Indeed. So apart from public speaking, what else do you like to do academically and otherwise?
Well, there was this time in life.
Here we go again, down memory lane, right?
Yes, there was this time in life where I really, really liked math, but then they introduced letters, and it just, you know, but it's still good. It's still good. And right now, I really, really do love principles of account and principles of business. So maybe that's where I'll be.
Okay, great. I'm hoping that Toshiorna will help you to love math again, being my former student and all, right, Toshiorna?
I'm an English teacher, I'm not buying it.
You're not buying it. I need to be as convincing as you. She's not buying it at all.
So I need to ask, Axyahn, do you already have a career path in mind that you're going to take?
That's a great question. I have had a lot of dreams, a lot of aspirations. Right now, it is lawyer, but
Love it.
we don't know. We'll see where life takes us.